नमस्कार दोस्तों, today we will understand what is validity and also its subtypes. So we'll understand all the subtypes one by one through very simple examples. And I'm sure that if you'll go through this video carefully, you will get all these subtypes and you will also understand how they are different from each other. So guys, let's start with what is validity first. So guys, what is validity? So validity is used to assess how good a test is, or how good an experiment is, or how good a questionnaire is. So we are finding how robust or how good a test or a questionnaire or an experiment is, and that is where we use concept of validity. There is something else also, reliability. I'll also spend a minute in differentiating between validity and reliability, but for now let's understand what is validity. So guys, validity is nothing but how well your experiment or your test is capturing a concept. So basically it tells us that whatever we are trying to measure, for example, if you are giving a test, then we are trying to measure something, right? So how well that test is measuring what we are planning to measure or what we are intending to measure, this is known as validity, or you can say how accurate our measurement is. So guys, for example, let us suppose that I am a HR manager of a company, and now what I want to measure the job satisfaction among employees. So to measure job satisfaction, what I do, I prepare a questionnaire and then I circulate that questionnaire among everybody, and then fill up that, and then I analyze results of their responses. So how good my questionnaire is in capturing what I'm trying to capture, job satisfaction. How good my questionnaire is, this is known as validity. Another example, for example, you want to select people for MBA course. For an MBA course, you want to select people. So probably you will make them go through some entrance test, like your CAT or some other entrance exam. So how good that CAT exam or that entrance exam is to capture what? So my what is my intention? My intention is not to conduct the exam. What is my end objective? My end objective is not to conduct the CAT exam. My end objective is to find out those guys who are suited for the MBA program. So how good that entrance exam is, how good that test is in capturing what, that who is capable of doing the MBA program. So this is known as validity, guys. What is reliability? So reliability is what, that you prepare a questionnaire, maybe you prepare a question on job satisfaction only, so you give it to your employees, and you will get some response. Maybe after 2 days you again give the same questionnaire to same employees under same working conditions. Then if your responses are same, if your responses are, you can say, if your responses are correlated or your responses are consistent, then it is known as reliability. So guys, what is reliability? If same test or same experiment is repeated again with same subjects under same conditions, then we should get same results. If we are getting the same results, your test or your questionnaire is reliable, or you can say it's consistent, otherwise it is not reliable. So that is the difference between validity and reliability. What is validity? Once again, validity is what, how good my test is in measuring something which I'm planning to measure. What is reliability? How consistent my test is. So if same test is given to same guys again, then my results should be same, my results should be similar, my results should be same, or they should be correlated. Then it is known as reliability. So today we are doing validity. So let's come back and let's understand different types of validity. So guys, broadly four types: face validity, content validity, criterion related validity, and construct validity. So construct and criterion related validity also have got some subtypes. So we'll come to them. So let's go through all of them one by one. So guys, let us start with what? Let us start with face validity. So guys, what is face validity? And I'm using this learning management system of human PyTest to explain this concept of validity. And so let's go to the first one, which is face validity. So guys, what is face validity? Face validity is nothing but judging a book by its cover. Judging a book by its cover means, so broadly it's kind of overview only. So face validity is that whatever we are trying to look at, whether it's a test or a questionnaire or an experiment, how that experiment is in capturing what we are trying to capture, and it's a like a superficial, it's a like a subjective opinion, it's a overall look of everything. Judging a book by its cover, it's like initial impression. For example, if I am trying to assess whether a given test is assessing capability in physics, then in that case face validity means what? Whether it's actually capturing physics only, or if it's capturing chemistry or mathematics or history. So the questions, so what I'm trying to measure, capability in physics or expertise in physics, then if the questions in that test are related to physics only, then we say that the test or the questionnaire has got strong face validity. Another example, for example, I'm a HR manager, I'm trying to hire software engineers. Okay, so if the questions in that test are related to software engineering only, then yes, it has got face validity. On the other hand, maybe if I include question maybe of some other unrelated subject, for example digital marketing, then it will not have face validity. So guys, face validity, it is what? Like first look, overall impression. Okay, let's come to second type of validity, which is content validity. So guys, what is content validity? Content validity is extended form of face validity only. In face validity, if I'm trying to assess expertise in physics, what we checked, whether it's physics only or something else, whether it's chemistry or biology or something else. In case of content validity, we also assess what is the degree to which it is capturing. Okay, I understand that it's capturing physics question, whether it is covering all concepts of physics or some concepts are even missing from it. If it is capturing all concepts of physics, then it will have content validity. So it's a degree to which a test or measurement actually assesses a specific content for which it is intended to measure. So guys, यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? So we are looking at whether it is covering everything what we are trying to capture. For example, if I'm trying to hire maybe a software engineer, another example. Now for the software engineer, whether my test is, and for the software engineer, I need people who have got good skill set in Java also, C++ also, Python also. Then whether my test is having questions from all these three languages, Java, C++ or Python, or not, this will decide the content validity. If that test has got questions from all the areas which are required for software engineering job, then yes, it has got content validity. Otherwise, it has issues of content validity, or it does not have content validity. Very nice. So guys, let's move on to third type, which is what? Which is criterion validity. Validity. First thing, it also has got subtypes, two subtypes, concurrent validity and predictive validity. So let me start with what is criterion validity, और उसके बाद हम जाते हैं कि इसके सब टाइप्स में क्या इसका मतलब है. So guys, what is criterion validity? That how well my test or my questionnaire or my experiment, how well my test is measuring in comparison to some criteria, and that is why name is criterion related validity. So there is some external criteria, in comparison to that criteria how my test or experiment or survey or questionnaire is measuring. This is known as criterion related validity. Okay, it has got two subtypes. Let's discuss one by one. One is concurrent validity. So guys, in case of concurrent validity, there is already a established standard or a established measure or a established questionnaire. We have got our own test or a questionnaire. We compare results of our questionnaire or our test. We compare this with an established or a standard test or questionnaire, and then we see whether there is a strong correlation between the results of these two or not. If there is a strong correlation, then yes, our test or our questionnaire has got good concurrent validity. So let me give you one example. For example, I create a watch which measures blood pressure. Okay. Now I want to find out whether the method, this watch, with how this is measuring blood pressure, whether this has got concurrent validity or not. So guys, what I do, I uh, I take, maybe I take 10 guys. Okay, then with my app or my watch or whatever, I measure their blood pressure. Then I take a actual BP machine which doctors use, a actual BP machine, and then I take measurement from there. If the measurements of my watch have strong correlation with the measurements from actual machine, which is a standard, which is a criteria, then it will have concurrent validity. Let's pick up another example to simplify it. For example, I am a coaching institute and I am teaching for IIT JEE. So I create a mock test, and this mock test is given to the students. I find out how much scores are there for each of the student. Then what I do, I take out a actual last year paper of IIT JEE. Then again I give that also to students. I capture their score. If scores of my mock test are having strong correlation with the actual previous year IIT JEE paper, then yes, my mock test has got good concurrent validity. So we are comparing with some established standard, with some specified standard. This is known as concurrent validity. Let's come to second part, which is predictive validity. So guys, what is predictive validity? That whatever test or whatever questionnaire I am using, whether it is able to actually predict the performance of a future event or a future test or a future wherever or a future measure which we are going to see. Now guys, for example, we have got pre-boards and then there is actual board. So if scores of my pre-board examination have got strong correlation, strong positive correlation with actual scores in the board examination, then my pre-board test or my pre-board exam will have predictive validity. Another example you can take. For example, we are hiring, internally we are considering some guys for leadership positions, and we take some test, then we hire them as, let's take another example, maybe sales, we can take the sales. So we are hiring some guys for the sales job. So we give them a test. Based on that test, we hire those guys, and then they actually start working in the company. After 1 year, I take out actual sales done by these guys. I take out the sales data done by these guys. Then I compare that data with the scores which these guys got in the test which was conducted as a selection process for the sales role. If these two data points, which one, the score in the test for sales job and the data after 1 year from the actual sales data, if both these data points have got strong positive correlation, then yes, it has predictive validity. So guys, These concurrent and predictivity validity, they differ only on one dimension, which is what? That criteria which we are using, that that criteria, whether it is happening now or in future. If that criterion measure is happening right now, then concurrent validity. If that is happening in the future, then it is what? Predictive validity. So guys, done. We have covered three types of validities, which are face, content, criterion related. And now I'll go to the fourth one. So before going to fourth one, let me summarize. Face validity is if there's a physics test, or okay, if there's a software engineering test, whether it is actually asking questions of software engineering only or mechanical engineering, face validity. Content validity, whether it is capturing entire syllabus of software engineering or only some topics of software engineering are there, content validity. Criterion related validity, we are comparing our test with some external criterion. If that external criteria is some standard, then concurrent validity. If we are trying to predict some future behavior, then predictive validity. Let's come to last one, which is construct validity. So guys, I'm trying to make it easier for you by using these examples. I'm sure you'll be able to understand it. So what is construct validity? Let's come to last fourth type, which is construct validity. So guys, again, what we are trying to do, we are trying to see the validity of our test or our questionnaire or whatever we are using. So if our test is actually measuring the construct for which it was intended, or in another words, you can say that whether it is meeting the theoretical expectations, whether it is meeting the theoretical expectations. If yes, then yes, it has got construct validity. Otherwise, it does not have construct validity. So guys, first thing first, please understand construct validity is a larger concept, and in some books you will also find that this face validity, first one, content validity, and your criterion validity, they can also be thought to be subtypes of construct validity. Construct validity is a larger umbrella to check the validity. So in some books you might find that face, content, criterion can be sub part of construct validity. That is also okay, so don't worry about that. But other than these two things, but under construct validity, other than these three things, face, content and criteria, there are two additional types of validity which we understand under the construct validity, and they are what? Convergent validity and discriminant validity. So guys, let me first understand easier one, discriminant validity. So discriminant validity says what? For example, I have a test which is capturing capability in physics. Okay. Now, if this test is not capturing anything else, so if it's a test of physics, then it should capture the capability in physics only and not in chemistry. So if it is not capturing anything else, then it is said that it has got good discriminant validity. So the measurement should not correlate with other things. For example, a test measuring depression should not correlate with a test measuring anxiety if depression and anxiety are two different concepts. So if they are two different concepts, for example, you can say mental stamina and physical stamina. Now if I create a test and this test is for physical stamina, then this test should not assess mental stamina. If we have this feature, that it is not capturing mental stamina, if test is intended for physical stamina, then yes, it will have discriminant validity. So you can look at the definition. It is the extent to which your measure does not relate to other measures in the expected manner. What is convergent validity? just opposite of that, that how closely related two measures of the same construct are supposed to be. So guys, what does this mean? That if there are two related concepts, there are two related concepts. For example, you can say that your anxiety level and your depression. So if these two are related, if we know that they are related, if our test is capturing both of them, that means what? Our test is mm, you can say, okay, let's put it this way, that uh, there is a test for depression, then there is another test for anxiety. Okay, if these two tests gives those results which are strongly correlated, and we know that back of mind that depression and anxiety are related concepts. If 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 the tests are giving results which are strongly correlated, then we say that yes, these tests have got convergent validity. Then we say that these tests have convergent validity. Okay, so guys, convergent is what, and you can say how these are different. Discriminant is what, that it should not assess something else. Convergent is that if two things are related, if two constructs are related, then if their tests are also showing the strong correlation, then we say that these two tests have convergent validity. So guys, that's all for the topic of validity, and we have understood them with nice examples. So there are, if I repeat once again, there are four types of validities, which are face, content, criterion and construct. And now this criterion validity can be subdivided into concurrent validity and predictive validity. On the other hand, construct validity can be subdivided into discriminant and convergent validity. Please mind it that some books might also say that construct validity has also, so some books might say that face validity, content validity and criterion validity are subtypes of construct validity. That will also be fine. So these four broadly types, they were given by Mr. Dale S. Beach, and this is about different types of validity. So guys, thank you so much. Thanks.